Look, imagine this for a second. Your car battery dies tomorrow morning. The mechanic says it'll cost $280. Not thousands, not some crazy number, just $280. And yet, your bank account says $37.42. So now you're stressed. You're borrowing money, maybe putting it on a credit card with 24% interest, and suddenly a small problem becomes a 6-month financial headache. If that situation sounds painfully familiar, you're not alone. Because according to a survey by the Federal Reserve, about 37% of Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money or selling something. And that's exactly why today we're talking about the first $1,000 emergency fund. My name is Marcus, and I spend way too much time thinking about how normal people can actually win with money. If you're someone who feels like you're doing everything right, working, paying bills, but somehow there's never any money left at the end of the month, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today we're going to break down how to build a $1,000 emergency fund even if you're completely broke. And here's the thing. Most financial advice about emergency funds is honestly terrible. Look, people say things like, just save 20% of your income. Okay, great advice if you're making $120,000 a year, but if you're living paycheck to paycheck, that advice is basically useless. Here's what most people don't realize. Building an emergency fund is 80% psychology and only 20% math, because the math is actually simple. $1,000 divided by 90 days is about $11 per day. That's it. But the psychology, that's where people struggle. Here's where it gets really interesting. Most people think saving money means having extra money. That's wrong. Saving money means capturing small leaks in your spending. Let me show you. The average American spends about $18 a week on impulse purchases, snacks, random Amazon items, convenience store stuff. That's over $900 per year. Now imagine redirecting just $4 per day. $4. That's skipping one gas station snack or brewing coffee at home twice a week. Over 6 months, that's roughly $720 saved. And here's the crazy part. Once you hit $300 saved, something psychological happens. You stop feeling fragile. Unexpected expenses stop feeling like disasters, and that momentum makes the next $700 much easier. Now, you might be thinking, Marcus, I literally have zero money left every month. Okay, fair, but here's a question. Do you know exactly where every dollar went last month? Most people don't. In fact, research from NerdWallet shows the average person underestimates their discretionary spending by about 40%, meaning there's money leaking out that you don't even notice. So here's a simple plan. Step 1, track every dollar for 7 days. Not forever, just 1 week. Step 2, identify 3 small spending leaks. Things like delivery fees, subscription services, convenience purchases. Step 3, redirect that money into a separate savings account immediately, even if it's $5 a day, because $5 a day becomes $150 a month, and suddenly your $1,000 emergency fund is finished in about 7 months. Look, the first $1,000 isn't about becoming rich. It's about buying yourself breathing room. It's the difference between panic and control. And once you prove to yourself that you can save that first $1,000, everything about money starts to feel different. So start today, not when your income increases, not when things get easier. Just start with $5, because that's exactly how financial stability begins.